They have a better record than Louisville, Florida State, LSU, Auburn, Tennessee, Stanford, Oregon. I've listed all teams that ranked in the top 25 preseason. There's some other ones out there. We're talking Virginia Cavaliers football, 5-1. They've won their first two games in the ACC. We bring in Matt Trogdon from Streaking the Lawn, SB Nation platform for UVA Athletics. Matt, how you doing today?
Hey, Mark, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. You've got your pulse on Wahoo Nation and the excitement there. Can you give us an idea of the expectations now and really just the excitement around the program?
Oh man, it's been a crazy month. I don't think anybody expected this. You and I spoke in the preseason. We talked about Virginia getting 4 wins, maybe finding 5 somewhere. I don't think anyone expected that they would have 5 wins at this point in the year. So it's been really fun to follow it, and as a fan and as a writer. I think folks are starting to get excited again. I think some fans are starting to come back and pay attention. And the expectation, the way the ACC is playing out this year, a lot of the teams that we thought were going to be almost unbeatable have looked vulnerable. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Virginia win a few more.
Yeah, it's a coastal division situation in which you come off a win over North Carolina. Yet the first time that the Cavaliers have defeated the Tar Heels in 7 straight tries. You win that game. North Carolina may be the worst team in the conference, but you got to go out there and take care of business. You do that. The week prior, Duke came in having put together a pretty solid season. Now they've lost to Miami and Florida State, but there's no shame in that. Despite the Seminoles record, you get that win. The game that really impressed me was the Boise State game. That was one I was able to take in on a Friday night. That was the big shocker, as a close to 2-touchdown underdog going out there and taking out Boise State. And then also the Indiana game. So that's the one loss, but there were definitely some positive takeaways from that game. So let's dive into just some key players and some key positions on the field. Jordan Ellis racked up his first 100-yard game with a 136 performance against North Carolina, converted 3 fourth downs by himself with some pretty bruising runs. Your thoughts about Jordan Ellis and the rest of the offense?
Jordan Ellis has been a revelation for UVA so far. The big question for the offense this year was going to be, how do they replace Taquan Mizell, who graduated last year, and Jordan Ellis has been a big part of that. He's a much different runner, much more of a north-south runner, and he seems to have gotten better with every game. And I know Bronco Mendenhall has talked about how both against Duke and against North Carolina, he got better as the game went on, and it looked like he got stronger as the game went on. An interesting thing they do here at UVA, Mark, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but the players pick their numbers every year, and the order in which they pick their numbers are voted on. The order is voted on by the team captains, and they usually give the first pick to the hardest working guy. And 2 years in a row, Jordan Ellis has gotten the first pick on the number draft. So he's known as the hardest working guy in the program. He gets the first pick. He's picked number 1 this year, and he certainly is turned into a really nice surprise for Virginia.